Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. Very stupid o'clock. Welcome to another episode of Spilling Tea. I am your host, Tiffany Daniels, and I'm sorry I'm late, you all. I'm running around like a chicken with my head cut off, as per usual. And now I got that wonderful sword of Damocles right back over my freaking neck. I have 30 days to get my numbers up. 30 days. Now, don't put that sort of shit over an autistic's head. It doesn't make us more productive, people. It doesn't. All it does is increase my paranoia and my anxiety so much so that I feel actually physically sick every morning before I jump on the phones. Yeah. Yeah, everyone pray that I just get slammed into customer service. Please, I'd appreciate it. Okay, now that that rant is over, we're going back to that horrible world known as the JRC. But before we get going this morning, folks, the usual disclaimers. First off, you are going to see the link to this 1982 decision as to why California closed down the BRI slash now known as the JRC in their state right there in the description box. It's going to be alongside the other pertinent links to the Stop the Shocks campaign, including Autistic Hoya's massive archive on the subject. And folks, the templates. Sign your name, click on your senator, you know the drill. Any ever present and self explanatory. Change.org, shut the Judge Rotenberg Center down petition. Now, trigger warning A. This report is 1982. It's going to have very outdated ableist verbiage. Also, B. When we're talking about the JRC, you're going to hear vivid descriptions of and catch surveillance footage of people with disabilities being tortured and abused. If you have young children present, please use your headphones. Now, folks, it is 3:44 a.m., stupid o'clock in the morning, and if you think that me being later means I'm more awake, no. Just no. All right? I'm anxiety-ridden, panicky, paranoid mess at the moment. So if I stumble over any of my words, my apologies in advance, all right? Okay, so we are going to where we left off. Section 8083 provides as follows. All facilities shall be maintained in conformity with the regulations adopted by the state fire marshal for the prevention of fire and for the protection of the life and property against fire and panic. Oh, so they didn't even meet fire code? Interesting. Section 80025 defines an ambulatory person as follows. Ambulatory person means a person who is capable of demonstrating the mental competence and physical ability to leave a building without assistance of any other person or without the use of any mechanical aid in case of an emergency. Section 80025 defines a non-ambulatory person as a non-ambulatory person means a person who is unable to leave a building unassisted under emergency conditions. It includes, but is not limited to, those persons who depend on mechanical aids such as crutches, walkers, and wheelchairs. It is also includes profoundly or severely mentally retarded persons and totally deaf persons. Oh, in other words, you're sitting there trying to tell them, oh, you're too stupid to figure out the building's on fire. Really? Really? I hate people. A profoundly or severely mentally retarded person is one who is unable or likely to be unable to respond physically or mentally to an oral instruction relating to fire danger and unassisted take appropriate action relating to such danger. Good God. I hate people. Regulations adopted by the state fire marshal are found in Title 19 of the California Administrative Code. and refer to building standards found in Title 24 of the California Administrative Code. Title 19, Section 3.31 provides as follows. Restraint shall not be permitted in any building except Group 1 occupancies constructed for such use in accordance with the provisions of Chapter 2 through 10, Part 2, Title 24, CAC. Title 24, Section 2-419 defines restraint as follows. Restraint shall mean the physical retention of a person with a room, cell, or cell block by any means or within the exterior walls of a building by means of locked doors, unoperable by the person restrained. Restraint shall also mean the physical binding, strapping, or similar restricting of any person in a chair, walker, bed, or other contrivance for the purpose of deliberately restricting the free movement of ambulatory persons. Title 24, Sections 2 through 1001 through 2 through 1078 relate to Group 1 occupancies as that term is used in Title 19, Section 3.31. Respondent's facility does not qualify as a Group 1 occupancy authorized to house non-ambulatory or restrained persons. It is not of a construction adequate to comply with standards relating to such facilities. Ooh, burn. Respondent has failed to maintain its facility in conformity with the regulations adopted by the state fire marshal, and that respondent has had in its facility persons who are non-ambulatory, at least at such time as they are in restraints. Although the facility is not cleared by the fire marshal for either non-ambulatory or restrained persons, and does not meet the building construction requirements for facilities housing non-ambulatory or restrained persons. Pursuant to a request made by Social Services on or about July the 28th, 1981, the Los Angeles City Fire Department, as a local agent of the State Fire Marshal, inspected the respondent's facility for compliance with applicable laws. A fire clearance was issued subject to the following special condition. Approved for physically and mentally ambulatory only. The use of restraints is strictly forbidden at all times in this type of occupancy. Ooh, so California says no restraints of any kind within that building. And if they do, they're going against regulations. Wow. I'll ask you again, California, why the fuck then, if you have all this information from back in the day, are you sending your kids to the place in Canton? Do you really think anything has changed? Just saying. In spite of this condition, respondent has continued to use restraints on its residents in violation of Section 80803. These people think they're above the law, California. And because you closed them down, but then in a mixed message started to send students to them all the way across the country. Yeah. Confusing as hell. Alright, so we are going to get into the rest of it tomorrow. I'm cutting it short because I'm running behind. And yeah, it's going to take me some time to get my head right to go ahead and get on the phones today. I'm going to need a lot of cover. Like a lot of cover. But anyways, this is very telling. And think about it. They're not wrong. If you think about it, the way that they used restraints for punishment is not just the usual medical dangers that we all think of, but it can lead to death, especially in the case of if there is a fire, if they are behind a locked door, restrained to a 4-point board, or restrained to a chair. How are they supposed to get away from the danger? And yet, in spite of everything that California knows, especially since 1982, They denied the BRI, now known as the JRC, to be able to have a facility there. Why then are they still sending students to the Canton facility? That's my question. You know how bad they are. You've noted many violations to several laws and regulations in your own state. So why are you sending them to Canton to be tortured? And on that note, I'm going to go ahead and close out for this morning. We don't get very many views on this channel, especially on this subject. The few that we do get do tend to get removed from time to time. So folks, please don't forget to hit that like button, hit subscribe, and don't forget to hit the comments. I do appreciate your time this morning. And as always, we here at Smelling Tea hope you have a good one. Bye-bye.